Good morning. It's Friday, March 5th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the first 9 of our 18 practice sets. We're going to do those here in just a second. I'm going to let you know that my left arm may not be 100% today. I got my COVID vaccine yesterday in my left arm, and it's fine. Everything's good. But as with any vaccine, it's a little tender. It's a little tender. Not much, just a little. And my inclination is to just not move it. So I'm not moving it. There it is. Stayed right there. So there's a little bit, I'm going to use probably a little smaller movement. There's a good way to characterize it compared to what I would normally use. So let's practice. The muscle's a little tender. That happens when you poke it. It's just that you don't have to do nothing else, just poke it, and it's going to be a little tender. All right. So again, I feel great. I slept well last night. Got up this morning, had coffee, having more coffee. I am relieved that I was able to get the vaccine. When it's your turn, go get it. Or try and make it your turn sooner if you can. Alright, there's a bunch of different resources, but again, I'm fine. I feel good. Feet about shoulder width apart. Let's practice. Arms at your sides. Again, a little bit smaller movement for me than what I normally do. Okay? Not that much. Hands come together at the lower Tantian. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Lao Gong connect with both hands and through the lower Tantian. Pull up to the middle Tantian. Breathe in. And breathe out, sink, bend the knees, and breathe in, breathe out. Focus on the connection between the lower Tantian and the middle Tantian. Focus on circulating the breath and the chi through the small heavenly circle. From the lower Tantian down, up the back, around the head, and down the front. So that as you pull up, come around, connect through the Dumai and the Renmai, the Renjong. Just below the nose. 2 more. Last time, breathe in. Hands separate, down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and lower, palms up. Breathe in, breathe out, sink, pushing the mountain. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax through the lower back as you sink. Bend the knees, open the lower back. Keep the back straight. Nice and easy. Movements connected with the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Use the breath to drive the movement. As you breathe in, very easy to raise the body. Breathing out, contract, pull in. Makes it very easy to sink. 2 more. Last time. Press down. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head and lower. Wild Goose flying. Again, left arm sore, so my arm is not going all the way up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands up along both sides. That's about as far as it's going today. I'm listening to my body, all right? And there we go. That's it. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Testing to see how far I can go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. In. Open the back. Even the arm. In my case, my arm isn't coming all the way up. Still want to open the back. And use as much as you can of what's there. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let the breath work for you. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Palms up. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. And raise the heels. Breathe out. Alright, I'm going to take just a minute. We're going to continue on. I'm going to take just a minute to review this notion that my arm is sore. It's okay. I'm good. It's expected. Not a problem. I'm limiting movement, deliberately limiting movement in that arm for right now. By Monday, should be good. Alright, this was yesterday, expected. As we go through the forms, one of the things that I'm calling out today in particular is the use of the breath and how the movement, smaller or larger, is coordinated with the breath. Using the breath means that I don't have to use the muscle in this arm. And I don't want to use the muscle in this arm right now. Okay? Smaller movement is more difficult. It's more difficult. It'd be much harder to follow if I always use this small of a movement. So keep that in mind, that there may be times, and many times over the last year and a half, 2 years where I've been doing this, where I have had an injury, there's been something that limited my movement, limited the range of movement that I had for a time. I worked through it, thought about it, what can I do with this? Right now it just needs to rest. So we're going to continue on. I may leave out, I'm seriously, I'm going to see how I feel about after we do this next set. I may leave out palm supporting heaven because it requires both arms go up, and my arm ain't going up there. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Diagonal flying. Breathe in. Breathe out, palms down. Turn to the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn to the right. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Listen. I am listening to what my body is telling me, and there is a very specific section of my body that I'm listening to very closely. Upper arm on the left side. Notice that as the movement is more gentle, so is the breath. I've decided that I want my movements to be more gentle today. So as I connect those movements with the breath, my breath is also more gentle. Two more. Last time. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels slightly and lower. Pause for a second. Palm supporting heaven, not happening today. We're going to do push on both sides. Yin and yang both appear. Stand straight, feet about shoulder width apart, and breathe in, breathe out. Shift right, palms up, come to the middle Tantian and out. And pull in, center, right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the body, stay centered. As you change through the leg, you want the weight transfer to happen through the leg, not over the leg. Turn the waist as you turn the foot. Coordinate the upper and lower body. Two more. Last time. Relax. Pull in, hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels slightly and lower, breathe in. Turning palm. Palms up. Little step. Turn over. And bring it back. And that's going to be a real small movement. That's going to be a real small movement. All right, here we go. And there's right side. All right, right arm has not got a problem. Maintain the alignment. Maintain the timing so that both hands arrive together. Upper hand, lower hand, both align together. Lower hand under the upper hand. And here again, open the back. Especially through the upper back. Across the shoulders. And into the mid-spine. That's where the controls for the arms are. Two more. Last time. Pull in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Lower the heels and breathe in. Breathe out. Forward off. Pull down. Hold ball. Extend. Not that much today. It's still there. The shape of the form should be there. The extent of the move. Yeah, I've already talked about that for today. Alright? Pull in. Smaller is harder. It's more difficult. Easier to find the shape of the movement with a larger circle. Not too large, but not quite as small as what I'm doing today. The more you can refine your movement, the more detailed and delicate you can create the movement, the easier it is to use the breath and the chi to drive the movement. No muscle, just mind. Two more. That depends on having learned to connect the breath and the movement with the intent. Last time. Guided by the mind. Come back to center. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels slightly and lower. Peepaboo. Breathe in. Hands strum the lute. Breathe out. Again, hands are not going up that high. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And center. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Focus on the labrum and the two connections, the eye and the outside of the lip. Breathe in, breathe out. 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 2 more. Relax. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels slightly. Stay there and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so lesson for today. We can have smaller movements. We can. It is, turn the music off, sip of coffee. It is a bit more difficult to keep the movement smaller and to keep the connections that we need to keep. Smaller movement, larger movement. Larger should not be too big. Smaller movement or larger movement, both are okay. We want to pay attention to the internal work and to the shape of the form. What are we doing with that move? What's going on with the physical body? What's going on with the breath? What's going on with the energy body, the chi, and Jing as well? What's going on with the body energy, your intrinsic kinetic energy, right? That we talk about it in terms of physics as using that intrinsic energy. So we convert it to kinetic energy. In terms of our internal practice, we're engaging the internal channels and using the chi in connection with the physical energy of the body, the physics part of it, as well as what we might call the animating energy. All right, today I'm not coming in here raring to go. I'm coming here saying, yeah, I got my arm and I get this, right? It's a different level of energy. It's a different kind of energy. We use that. It's not accidental in our practice. All right? So paying attention to what we just did today, comparing that with some of the other days when I wasn't just getting a vaccine, right? Everything, right? So compare that. And then pay attention to your own practice so that as you're practicing, right? If you're going to practice every day, you're going to run into these things. There's no two ways about it. It's going to happen. So what are you going to do? You know, I'm not going to practice today? Nah. Well, I could have. I've only done that twice since I started these classes. So not too bad. And in your practice, what does it take for you to practice? What do you need? What do you need to do on a regular basis? So some days you get up and you're feeling really good. Excellent. Use that. Some days, I'm not sure this is going to work. Think about how you feel after practice, because usually you should feel good. And you say, I don't feel really good right now, but I'm going to go practice so I can feel better. This is what we want. This is good. This is a positive motivation for yourself. that kind of thing is part of our practice. It's part of our study. It's how we keep going. Otherwise, you just, today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to quit. Tomorrow, well, yeah, maybe not. Day after that, well, I'll get back to it later. Right? If you're going to develop a practice that's a lifetime practice, you have to do it on a regular basis. For me, that's every day. Whether or not I'm 100% perfect, I'm going to get up and practice. Right? That's my point. Try. You feel better. Put the coffee down. Appreciate you being here today. Thank you. Yeah, it's not going up. But that is. Bye. I'll be back next week. Hold.